You want to learn more about trees? Follow my channel. For you guys that don't know me, Couri Leuschner, president of Botanical Solutions and a board certified master arborist with another episode of Talking Trees. Today we're going to talk about ivy growing on trees, not vines. I have a video on vines. Feel free to look that up. But here we are going to talk about ivy and the evergreen ivies growing up on trees and why on some areas they're an issue and some are not. So first and foremost, when ivy like this thick is growing up on the main stem of the tree, I always say we need to leave it at this point because the sun has not seen the bark or skin of the tree forever, could be for decades at this point. And if we were to remove the ivy, we can actually sunburn the tree. It's called sun scalding, but I just like to call it sunburn because it's easier to know. The only issue with ivy at this point is when it starts getting on the secondary and tertiary limbs up here, as you can see. Now it starts adding extra weight. It starts acting like a wind sail or a parachute in heavy winds and ice and snowstorms. It adds extra weight and extra burden to the tree. So that's the only point where I would say we need to start removing it or prevent it at all. Now, we should always try to prevent ivy growing up. So if you have a tree where you start seeing ivy starting to grow up on the tree, remove it as fast as possible. But once it gets to this point, the point of no return, just shave it off to one layer. And you have to do that on a about 3 to 5 year basis, all depending on how much the ivy grows. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.